The story of the Kori coin begins in the princely state of Kutch. This region is in modern-day Gujarat, India. The Kori was the main currency of Kutch for many centuries. Its history is very long and interesting. The first Kori coins were made around the year 1617. This was during the rule of Rao Barmal I. He was the ruler of the Jadeja dynasty in Kutch. The introduction of this new coin was a very important step. It helped Kutch to have its own strong and independent economy. The people of Kutch used these coins for all their daily needs and trade. The name Kori itself has a fascinating origin. Many historians believe the name comes from a simple source. They think it is linked to the word Kori, which means a young girl or maiden in some local languages. This connection suggests a sense of value and purity. Another theory suggests the name is related to the word Kumarika, which means princess. This would link the coin directly to the royal family that issued it. Whatever its true etymological root, the name Kori became deeply connected with the identity of the people of Kutch. It was more than just money. It was a symbol of their land. The design of the early Kori coins was simple but meaningful. These coins were usually made of silver. They showed the pride and sovereignty of the Kutch state. On one side, the coin often had the name of the reigning Rao, or ruler. This was written in the local script, which was a form of Nagari. On the other side, there was often a symbol of the state, like a trident or a dagger. These symbols showed the power and authority of the Jadeja rulers. Every detail on the coin told a story about the kingdom's culture and beliefs during that time. The establishment of the Kori was a major achievement for the Kutch state. Before the Kori, many different types of coins were used in the region. This made trade very complicated and difficult for merchants. Having a single, standardized currency made everything much easier. It helped the local economy to grow strong. It also showed that Kutch was an independent and powerful state. The Rao's ability to mint his own coins was a clear declaration of his authority. The Kori was not just a piece of metal, it was a statement of Kutch's unique place in the history of India. The princely state of Kutch was a special place. It was located on the western coast of India, surrounded by the sea and a vast salt desert. This unique geography made Kutch somewhat isolated from the rest of the subcontinent. This isolation helped it develop its own distinct culture and traditions. The Kori coin was a perfect example of this uniqueness. It was the heart of a special coinage system that was different from those in other parts of India. This system was designed to meet the specific needs of the people of Kutch. It was used for everything from buying food in the market to paying taxes to the state. The coinage system of Kutch was quite detailed. The main coin was the silver Kori, but there were many other coins for different values. For smaller transactions, there were subdivisions of the Kori. These included the Adhio, which was worth half a Kori. There was also the Payalo, which was worth 1/4 of a Kori. For even smaller amounts, people used coins called the Dabu and the Dinglo. These smaller coins were usually made of copper. This system allowed people from all walks of life, rich and poor, to conduct their business easily. It was a practical and well-organized monetary system. The value of the Kori was also connected to other currencies. For larger trade, especially with other regions, the value of the Kori was important. It was linked to the Indian rupee, which was used in many other parts of the country. Generally, about 3.5 to 4 Koris were equal to 1 Indian rupee. This exchange rate could change, depending on the price of silver and the economic conditions of the time. The larger coins, like the 5 Kori piece, were used for significant transactions. This showed the sophistication of the Kutch economy and its ability to interact with larger economic spheres. The minting of these coins was a carefully controlled process. The state mint was located in Bhuj, the capital of Kutch. The rulers took great pride in the quality of their coins. Each coin was struck by hand, which meant that there were small variations between them. This makes each coin unique and special for collectors today. The mint used dyes to stamp the designs onto the metal. These dies carried the symbols of the state and the name of the ruler. The entire system, from the different denominations to the minting process, showed that Kutch was a well-governed and prosperous state. The history of the Kori coin changed significantly with the arrival of the British. In the 19th century, the British Empire expanded its influence across India. Kutch, like many other princely states, entered into a treaty with the British. In 1819, Kutch became a British protectorate. This meant that while the local Rao still ruled, the British held ultimate authority. This new political situation was soon reflected on the coins of the state. The Kori began to evolve, showing the influence of a new, distant power. The coin started to tell a story of shared sovereignty, blending local tradition with imperial might. One of the most visible changes was the addition of the British monarch's name to the coins. Starting with the reign of Rao Desalji II, the coins of Kutch began to feature the name of the British ruler. So, alongside the name of the Kutch Rao in Nagari script, the coins also showed the name of the British monarch, like Queen Victoria, in English. This was a powerful symbol. It showed that the Rao of Kutch ruled under the protection and authority of the British Crown. The coin became a piece of political propaganda, communicating a message of dual loyalty to everyone who used it. The design of the Kori also became more standardized during this period. The British liked order and uniformity. Under their influence, the minting process in Bhuj became more modern. The hand-struck method was gradually replaced by machine striking. This meant the coins looked more consistent and were of a more uniform weight and size. The traditional symbols of Kutch, like the trident and dagger, were still present. However, the overall look of the coin became cleaner and more refined. The date of minting, both in the local Samvat era and the Common era, also became a standard feature on the coins. This era of dual authority is fascinating for historians. The coins act as a physical record of the complex relationship between a local Indian ruler and the vast British Empire. They show a blending of cultures and powers. On one side, you have the local language and the name of the Jadeja king, representing centuries of tradition. On the other side, you have the name of a British emperor or empress, written in English, symbolizing the new global power. These coins are not just currency, they are historical documents that capture a pivotal moment of transition in Indian history, showing how Kutch navigated its place in a changing world. The journey of the Kori coin came to an end in the mid-20th century. After India gained independence in 1947, the princely states were integrated into the new nation. Kutch officially became a part of India in 1948. With this change, the Kori was replaced by the Indian rupee as the official currency. The mint in Bhuj stopped producing the coins that had served the people of Kutch for over 300 years. The last Kori coins were minted under Rao Madan Singhji, bearing his name and that of King George VI. The era of Kutch's unique currency was over, but its story was far from forgotten. Today, the Kori coin holds immense value for numismatists and historians. Numismatists are people who study or collect coins. For them, the Kori is a treasure. Each coin is a small piece of history that tells a big story. Collectors are interested in the different rulers, dates, and variations of the coins. The hand-struck coins from the early period are especially prized for their unique character. Coins that feature the names of both the Kutch Rao and the British monarch are particularly popular. They represent a unique chapter in the history of the British Raj and the Indian princely states. For historians, the Kori is more than just a collector's item. It is a valuable primary source. By studying these coins, historians can learn about the economy of Kutch. They can understand its political relationships and its cultural identity. The symbols and scripts on the coins provide clues about the religion, language, and artistic styles of the time. The changes in the coin's design over the centuries reflect the major historical shifts that the state went through. From an independent kingdom to a princely state under British rule, The entire journey of Kutch is stamped onto the face of its coins. The legacy of the Kori is a testament to the rich and diverse history of India's monetary systems. It reminds us that before a single national currency, India was a mosaic of different kingdoms, each with its own unique identity and currency. The Kori of Kutch is a perfect example of this rich heritage. It is a symbol of the pride and independence of a remarkable state. While it is no longer used to buy goods in a market, the Kori continues to circulate among collectors and scholars, preserving the fascinating story of the princely state of Kutch for future generations to discover.